Hi, it's Hiii, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be doing a little 48-hour readathon, and we're gonna try to finish or continue as many series as possible. I will not be pausing any timers, and I will not be reading for 48 hours straight because that is crazy. But I'm basically just gonna start today. It's Friday. It's Friday evening. It's almost 8. It's 7:50 right now. And then Sunday night, I'm done 48 hours later. The goal is to just read as many books in series as possible. I've put them down on the floor in piles, so we're gonna go look at them in a minute. I'm not really pressuring myself too much. I'm not doing too great. Emotionally, mentally drained at the moment. But it's okay. I think I'm gonna have fun. I'm giving myself this weekend to just chill out, to read. So if I read 2 books or if I read 7 books, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have fun. That's all that matters. We're gonna go over to my series TBR and see what our options are. So these are all the books. There's 35 in total. There's 12 romance books, 19 fantasy books, and 4 mystery books. So we're gonna do a little count at the end of the video to see how many there's left on my series TBR when we're done. So it's time to pick out our first read. Now I am in the middle of 3 of these actually. Wildside by Elsie Silver is the 3rd book in the Rosehill Ranch series. I am 206 pages into this. I'm really enjoying it. I've been a little worried going into it because of the reviews I've seen, but I think I'm liking it more than other people have. So I think this is going to be our first book since I'm almost halfway through. And I'm having fun with it. I'm not going to take it out of the pile, but City of Ashes, the 2nd book in the Mortal Instruments series, I don't know exactly how... Where's my phone? It's over there. I'm reading it on Kindle, well, on my phone, but on the Kindle app. No, on the Kindle website, whatever. I bought the ebook because I didn't want to read the physical one, and I think I'm like 150 pages in. I don't know exactly. I'm over 100 pages, I know that, and I'm really enjoying that. So that's probably something I'm going to read whenever I turn the light off at night and I just want to lay down with my phone and read, because obviously I cannot read a physical book when I'm laying down with the lights off. So that's my late night read. A Court of Silver Flames, I'm 50 pages into, I think. And Onyx Storm, I forgot that. I think I'm 90 pages into that. I started that months ago and then I just put it down. I don't think it was on purpose, but I think I just ended up filming other videos. So I don't know, it would be great to finish A Court of Silver Flames and Onyx Storm. I told myself that I would finish the ACOTAR series before summer. So if I'm going to read that, I need to do it now, because the next week I'm going to be studying for an exam, my last exam. And I really want to get a good grade. So I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we're going to try our best. But I'm going to sit down with this one, and I'm probably going to read either until I've finished or until dinner's ready. But yeah, that's my update for now. I would like to get through at least 4 books. I feel like I should be able to do more than that. Depends on what I do. This weekend, I know on Sunday we're going to a football game, and I would like to go see Mission Impossible this weekend. I don't really know. Like, I'm not forcing myself. I'm not going to be reading the whole time. I'm going to live my life. I need a break. I'm being nice to myself to just give me this weekend to do whatever I need to feel good so I can be ready to study for the exam. And we're gonna try to just survive. That's my goal this weekend, survive. I should probably tell you what this book is about. I'm sorry about the lighting. The sun is like peeking through the clouds right now, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. But this is the 3rd book in the Rosehill series. Book 4 is coming out later this year, I think. Yeah, I think so. And that's going to be the last one. But if I read this as of now, I will have finished the series. This one, well, the entire series follows single dads and their romance story. So in this one, what's his name? Reese? Is that his name? Yes. Reese have been introduced in the earlier books. He technically, like biologically, he's not a dad. But our main female character, I don't remember a single name. My brain is not working. Tabitha. I don't know what I can say without spoiling. Basically, her nephew needs a new place to live. So obviously Tabitha is planning on taking care of that child. But what she didn't know is that custody has actually been given to Reese, who she hates. And he doesn't live in Rose Hill. He's from Florida. And he kind of want to take that child with him to Florida because he's not a Canadian citizen. There's rules. She wants the child. They end up getting married to make like the custody thing easier. As of my thoughts right now, I am enjoying it. I think Elsie Silver's writing is really good, especially in this series. There's something about the way she writes that is just flows so well for me. And even when I'm not too invested in the characters or the story, I still want to read because her writing is so beautiful. And it's so easy to read for me, and I feel like I can connect with that writing. So I'm really enjoying that. The story, I think it's interesting. The characters, I like them, and I'm interested in seeing how their relationship develops. But I am a little annoyed by the fact that they just hate each other. And when a character just hates the other person for no reason, really, like all their problems could have been fixed if they had just talked to each other. And it's even worse because Reese knows that there's a misunderstanding, but he's like, no, I'm just gonna let her hate me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? I don't like that, but I'm liking the way they interact with each other now when they see more of each other and secrets are being brought to light and they're being more vulnerable. And I think it's really cute. So I'm gonna sit down and read. I don't have too much left. I said I'm on 206, and how many pages are there? Was that the epilogue? Oh, that's the next book, so it's 443 pages, so I'm almost halfway through. I'm just gonna sit, read for a bit, and hopefully I'll finish it before dinner. Okay, the lighting isn't the best here, but it's been 23 hours and 40 minutes. I didn't get to finish this yesterday because I had to have dinner, and then I read a little bit after that, but then my mom texted me and asked me if I wanted to watch some more NCIS, and I'm not saying no to that. And like I said, this was supposed to be my weekend off, and NCIS is my safe place, my comfort show. I needed that. But I've just finished this one. Today I also went to the mall with my mom, but that took hours, and I didn't even buy anything. So that was disappointing. But I'm feeling okay right now, so that's good. But I've finished this. I don't know how to explain this the best. I'm gonna try. I've already said that I really love Elsie Silver's writing. The way she just tells the story is something that I can really connect with, and I'm always enjoying it. Like, controversial opinion, but Reckless, the fourth Chestnut Springs book, did not like that. I loved the way it was written, but Winter, the female main character in that, I just really didn't like her. But I was still interested in the book because the writing was so good. And I feel the same in this, and honestly, I think our writing just keeps getting better. This one is my least favorite in the series. Both book 1 and book 2 has been 5 stars. This is not a 5-star. I liked the story a lot. The relationship was developed like perfectly paced, and I can appreciate that. And I liked the way they got to know each other, and all the vulnerability makes me so happy. I love a vulnerable man, and when they like share stuff, talk about things, I need that. What I didn't love was the like plot twist that towards the end, whatever happens there. I'm not gonna say it because there's a spoiler, but I just didn't enjoy that. It didn't last too long, so that's good. And I think it was handled well. The way, how do I say this without spoiling? There's a situation that brings out feelings, and the way Tabitha dealt with it made me very happy. I like when obviously they have emotions and they feel those and they're allowed to have these feelings, but they also think about what they want and they really go for it, and I really enjoy that. The characters, I loved both of them. Tabitha, great. Reese, amazing. Loved, and I loved seeing the other ones as well, like seeing the whole family makes me so happy. So I really enjoyed this book, but I think I'm going to sit at a 4-star, because in the beginning, I don't want to repeat myself, like I said it earlier in the video. The way they didn't really, they should have communicated more. Like, everything could have been fixed with some communication. And the way at the end, like, I liked the way the book actually ended, but the little situation in there wasn't a fan of. But other than that, I really enjoyed it, so I'm thinking 4 stars. You know what? 4.5 perhaps, because I really enjoyed it. But there was nothing in it that was like really twisted my heart in any way or made me physically feel things. But it's a great escape, and I needed that. I needed the escapism, and it was perfect for that. So my rating is somewhere in the 4s. I'm gonna put it on the screen or something, or I'm gonna talk about it in my wrap up. I don't know what I'm gonna pick up next. I'm gonna go have dinner. It's currently 7:45. I'm gonna eat and probably watch some NCIS. I don't know if we're gonna watch like multiple episodes or what, but I'm gonna pick out another book a little bit later. I'm feeling a mystery, perhaps. I could go for a fantasy or another romance, honestly. Should we talk about options? I don't know, we're gonna do it later. So I was trying to point the camera so you could see all the books, but then my head will be cut out of the shot, so we're not doing that. But it's time to pick my next read. I don't know exactly what I'm feeling. Like, usually I would have some kind of idea, but I'm feeling very indifferent towards everything. So that's a little unfortunate, because I would like to start reading now. So I haven't split into genres. I know I'm not picking up any of the Shadowhunters books. I do have the ebook for that, but I don't want to read on my phone right now, so we're gonna pick a physical book. I'm considering Black Coffee by Agatha Christie. I think this is the 6th one in the series, if I have the right order. I'm trying to read them like somewhat in publication order, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. I think it's the 6th one, but I could do The Last Devil to Die. I love that series. Parts of me want to save it for next month, but I also kind of want to read that. But maybe I want to read that when I'm in a different mood. But I have The Brothers Hawthorne, so that's also an option. I don't think I want to read any of the fantasies right now. Like, I could pick up Baptism of Fire, but I don't want to. And then The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is a book that I've been really wanting to read, but right now I don't. I've been thinking about it for the past month, but now I don't, so I don't know what's going on. I do know what's going on, but we're gonna try to ignore it. Romance seems nice, but romance can also be very frustrating. Kind of want to read this, but I haven't read the second book in the series, so I don't know if I want to pick this up. But like, I've been trying to buy the second one, Practice Makes Perfect, but I cannot find it anywhere, and I'm not buying it online. But they don't have it in any bookstore, and I think that's kind of rude, because I want it. They always have this one and the rule book, but never Practice Makes Perfect. So this is also an option. I think I'm gonna love this one. I love her writing, so this should be an easy read for me. I've heard it's sad and people connect to it a lot. Maybe that's good for me right now. Not too sure. I'm struggling. I really don't know what to do right now. And like, I feel like picking up Onyx Storm, A Court of Silver Flames, or Fearless would be very productive, because that would be like finishing one of the big, thick books that are last in fantasy series. But I'm not in the mood for fantasy, and I'd like to mood read. I don't know, I just want to sit here and talk to the camera, but like, no one cares. Either yours truly or Black Coffee. What do we choose? I should read what this one is about, because I don't really know. It's about a Belgian detective, like private detective. I know that. Okay. So someone has invented a new explosive, and then the chemical formula goes missing, and it's stolen by one of his house guests, so either a friend or a relative. And he tries to give them a chance, which is more than what the thief does. So instead of giving him the formula back, he puts something in his coffee. And that's probably when Poirot starts investigating. I don't know. This could be fun. And it's a quick, easy read. It's a mystery. I really enjoy a mystery. I think we should all read more mystery. So I'm gonna pick up this one. It shouldn't take me too long. It's less than 200 pages, so I should be reading this pretty quickly, and then maybe we'll pick up Just for the Summer next. I'm gonna go read this now. Now I'm excited. Like, instead of just sitting here staring at the books, I should actually look at what they're about, because usually that makes me excited. So I'm gonna go sit on my bed and read. Interesting. We'll talk more about this later. I said this was the 6th book in the series. This is actually the 7th one. And, well, one I haven't read because I haven't found it in the store. But they just mentioned the case, and now I feel out of the loop. Okay, let's chat very quickly before I have to leave. We're going to a football game, waiting for my dad to get home. It's probably going to be like 2 minutes, so I don't have too much time to talk. Yesterday, I didn't really get to update you again because my dad went to bed and I'm not talking when anyone else is upstairs. I'm out of breath. I don't know what's going on. I think every time I have to hurry to film something, I'm just out of breath because I'm thinking too much. But anyways, this one, Black Coffee by Agatha Christie. I read 165 pages last night. Then I was tired, so I went to bed with 17 pages left in the book. Frustrating, but I had to get to bed. Should have kept reading. What is going on? I think my SD card ran out of storage, so I had to delete some stuff. There's a number, like right here on my camera, counting how long I'm filming for. And whenever they turn red, it's because my camera's about to turn off, but it doesn't tell me the reason. And that's really frustrating, but it's working now when I deleted stuff, so I think that was why. This book. I said yesterday that I was gonna talk about something. I read the intro to this, I don't know, whatever, and this technically isn't written by Agatha Christie. It is, but it isn't. Like, the story is created by her. It said that she was unhappy with one of the plays that were made by one of her books. Which book was it? I don't remember. But one of her books was adapted to a play. It was The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and she didn't like it, so she decided she was going to write her own play, Black Coffee. And this book was published 20 years after she died, and it's adapted as a novel by Charles Osborne. So, technically, it's created by her, but it's not written by her. She wrote the play, but not the actual novel. So, we're gonna put that into our thoughts here. I didn't really like this one. I felt very indifferent towards it. Like, I could sit down and read it, but I couldn't really escape into the story, and I didn't really care much. I feel like we didn't really connect with any of the characters, and I wasn't intrigued by anything. It's not like, usually in a mystery, when a clue is found, you're feeling some kind of excitement or you want to guess, but this one I just didn't care. I was just sitting there reading. After reading like 20 pages, I thought about putting the book down and reading something else, but it's so short that just had to push through. I ended up rating it 2 stars because I don't hate it. I just don't care, you know? And I don't think the book deserves a 1-star rating unless I absolutely hate it. So it's definitely an easy read if you don't care about it not being too exciting. So I'm glad I read it because I really want to read all of Agatha Christie's works. Slowly, I'm gonna get through them. This is not a series I'm dying to finish, like everything else I'm reading. I'm glad I read it. I think the cover is pretty cute. I really like it, but the book just did not care. And I feel like Hastings is portrayed like such a stupid man. And like he's just that annoying person that just keeps following. And like Poirot doesn't seem that way because he wants him there, but like still, the way he's portrayed to the audience, I just don't like it. And I didn't really care about anything, so that's my update. I'm just looking out the window, waiting for my dad to get home. I don't think I'm going to start another book now, because like I said, we're leaving soon. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to pick up next. My dad's here, so I need to go.